do one unfinished business kind of thing, and this is her and I.
Few actors have managed to balance talent, humility, and longevity quite like Mark Harmon. For nearly 5 decades, he has been a familiar face on American television, most famously as the no-nonsense but deeply compassionate Leroy Jethro Gibbs on NCIS. His calm authority, quiet charisma, and emotional depth made him not just a character actor, but a symbol of steadiness in a fast-changing entertainment world. Yet beyond the spotlight lies a man guided by discipline, family values, and an unwavering sense of privacy. This is the story of Mark Harmon, his rise from a college football field to becoming one of television's most respected figures, his journey through Hollywood, and the graceful way he chose peace over constant fame. Early life, a blend of sports and stardom. Born on September 2nd, 1951 in Burbank, California, Thomas Mark Harmon grew up in a home where achievement was the family language. His father, Tom Harmon, wasn't just any athlete, he was a legend, a Heisman Trophy-winning football star at the University of Michigan, who later became a celebrated sports broadcaster. His mother, Elise Knox, was a successful actress and model during Hollywood's golden age, known for her beauty and grace. Growing up under the glow of two such public figures, Mark inherited both athletic discipline and creative spark. He was the youngest of 3 children, with 2 older sisters, Kristen and Kelly. Kristen was an actress and painter who married rock and roll star Ricky Nelson, connecting Mark even further to the entertainment world. Yet, as a boy in sunny California, his dreams were grounded on the football field, not the movie set. Mark attended the prestigious Harvard Westlake School in Los Angeles, where he became a standout athlete. His skill earned him a scholarship to Pierce College, and later a spot as starting quarterback for UCLA's Bruins football team in 1972 and 1973. One of his career highlights was leading UCLA to a stunning victory over top-ranked Nebraska in 1972. His leadership and poise on the field reflected the same traits that would one day define his acting career. From quarterback to actor, a leap of faith. After graduating from UCLA in 1974 with a degree in communications, Harmon seemed destined for a steady career outside Hollywood. He considered law or advertising, fields that promised stability. For a short while, he even worked in sales and marketing, but growing up surrounded by creative energy, acting quietly, called to him. He didn't want to rely on family connections. He wanted to prove himself. His first steps into acting came in the early 1970s with small television roles. One of his earliest appearances was on Ozzy's Girls in 1973, which had a personal twist. The Nelson family, his sister's in-laws, were behind the show. Those early days were about learning, hustling, and earning respect. Harmon appeared in episodes of Emergency and Adam 12, taking every chance to build experience. His big break arrived in 1977 with the acclaimed miniseries Eleanor and Franklin, The White House Years, where his performance earned him an Emmy nomination. It was validation that he had real talent, not just charm or family fame. From that moment, Hollywood took notice. Climbing the ladder, the 1980s in television stardom. The 1980s marked Harmon's steady rise to fame. He began landing bigger roles that highlighted his range, from serious dramas to lighthearted comedies. His role as Fielding Carlisle in Flamingo Road, 1980 to 1982, introduced him as a leading man with emotional depth. but it was his portrayal of Dr. Robert Caldwell in St. Elsewhere that cemented his reputation as a serious actor. Playing a plastic surgeon whose storyline tackled HIV, a groundbreaking topic for primetime television, Harmon brought compassion and realism to a difficult subject. His performance helped spark conversations about stigma and awareness, earning widespread critical praise. Harmon's charm wasn't confined to drama. In 1987, he showed his comedic side in Summer School, playing a laid-back teacher reluctantly stuck teaching misfit students. The movie became a hit and revealed his versatility. That same year, he starred alongside Sean Connery and Meg Ryan in The Presidio, an action thriller that proved he could hold his own on the big screen. He also made waves in guest appearances, such as on Moonlighting, where his role as a love interest created one of the show's most memorable romantic storylines. By the end of the decade, Mark Harmon was not just a working actor, he was a household name, becoming Gibbs, the role that defined a generation. In 2003, television audiences were introduced to Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs in NCIS, a spin-off of the legal drama JAG. Few could have predicted that this show would become one of the most successful television franchises in history. Gibbs was the perfect character for Harmon. Stoic but kind, disciplined yet empathetic, he embodied quiet strength, leading his investigative team with the precision of a soldier and the compassion of a mentor. The show's blend of mystery, humor, and emotional storytelling struck a chord with millions. As NCIS grew, so did its cultural footprint. It consistently ranked among the most watched programs on television, drawing audiences from across generations. At its peak, the show averaged over 15 million viewers per episode, and Harmon became synonymous with its success. Behind the scenes, Harmon was more than the lead actor. He was also an executive producer, shaping the tone and direction of the show. His leadership helped NCIS remain stable even as cast members came and went, turning it into a model of consistency in modern TV. The franchise expanded globally, spawning hits like NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS New Orleans, and NCIS Hawaii. Through it all, Harmon's Gibbs remained the heart of the universe, a character so beloved that his moral compass and famous Gibbs rules became part of television folklore, private life and values, a man apart from Hollywood noise. Unlike many Hollywood figures, Mark Harmon has always valued privacy over publicity. Married since 1987 to actress Pam Dauber, best known for Mork and Mindy, he has built a quiet, enduring partnership that stands as one of Hollywood's rare success stories. The couple's marriage has thrived away from the tabloids. They raised 2 sons, Sean and Ty, in relative privacy, ensuring they grew up without the pressures of constant media attention. In interviews, Harmon often speaks about how family remains his anchor. Fame, he says, was never the goal. It was the byproduct of doing good work. Health and fitness have also been priorities. A former athlete, Harmon has maintained a disciplined lifestyle, adapting as he aged. After a shoulder injury, he turned to Pilates to maintain flexibility and strength, proving that longevity requires balance, not intensity. Mark Harmon today, legacy beyond the badge. Though he stepped back from NCIS, Mark Harmon remains deeply respected in Hollywood. He continues to be involved behind the scenes, helping guide the franchise he helped build. There's always speculation about whether Gibbs might one day return, and if he does, it would be a moment of nostalgia and joy for millions. But even if he never reprises the role, Harmon's contribution is permanent. He transformed NCIS from a procedural into an institution and turned Gibbs into a symbol of integrity, mentorship, and quiet strength. Beyond that, Harmon's legacy is defined by how he lived, not just how he acted. He showed that success doesn't require constant visibility, that humility and discipline can outlast hype, and that the most meaningful victories happen away from the cameras. Conclusion: a life well played. From the football fields of UCLA to the crime labs of NCIS, Mark Harmon's journey is one of dedication, grace, and authenticity. He didn't chase fame, he earned respect. He didn't rely on flash, he relied on heart. Today, as he enjoys a slower pace with family, Harmon remains a quiet giant of television, a man who chose balance over burnout and substance over spectacle. For millions of fans, he will always be Leroy Jethro Gibbs, the leader who taught us that real strength often speaks softly. And in a world of fleeting fame, Mark Harmon stands as proof that integrity, humility, and passion are the true foundations of an enduring legacy.